Hey, beautifuls, welcome back to another episode of To All the Girls Out There. As always, I'm feeling super duper, extremely honored to be with you guys and have, a little girly chat with y'all. How was everybody doing? I know I missed a week last week. I'm super duper sorry, but life happens, and yeah, life happens. Guys, sorry if you can hear like pounding at the back. I don't know what's going on. Someone must be building something. They're doing some sort of construction and it's making noise, so please do ignore. But yeah, today's episode is another solo one. Yes, I know, but I just had a lot that I've been thinking about recently that I wanted to share with you girls, because there might be someone who might need to hear this. Today, yeah, I just want to talk about, to the girls who feel like they're doing so much, you're on this journey of doing your inner work or working on yourself or trying to change your life, and you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. Like you are taking all the steps to get to where it is that you want to be, but for some reason nothing seems to be changing. When you go online and you watch content and everyone is like, oh, you don't like where you are, do something about it, change, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, cool, fine, fair enough. I hear that because there's people who are actually not doing something about it, but you're actually doing something about it. And it's like, where's the change? Where's the change? Like, you're searching everywhere. Life doesn't seem to be that different. Like, and it gets so frustrating, and I understand. And I just feel like there's a lot of girls out there who are on the same thing, who are going through that thing. And I just want to share because it's actually something that I feel like I'm going through as well too, and something that I'm navigating. And I know it can feel so difficult because I feel like at this stage you just want to give up. Like, it's like, how much more can I even take of this? Like, I'm doing everything I possibly can. I'm following the steps. I'm trying. Like, I've persevered through all of this, and then you get to that point and you're just like, how much longer do I have to wait? You kind of lose patience a little bit, and like, it's annoying. And I get it, it's like you're super ambitious, you want to go for your dreams, you want to reach your goals, you want to get somewhere, you want to do something different. And they tell you it's going to be hard. They do tell you, but like, flipping how, like, not this hard, And I just want you guys to know that if that is something that you're going through, it's not a journey that you're going through alone. I know that it's hard. I know that it's difficult. Like, I be crying all the time. I be upset all the time, but praying and having trust in God as well. And I feel like one thing that being on this journey has also reminded me is that at the end of the day, qadr and the divine decree, like, you can work as hard as you want. At the end of the day, like, it's not gonna come to you if it is not what is meant for you right now. Like, if God doesn't want that for you, it's not going to come to you now. So you trying hard, you doing all of these things, yes, to an extent, like, that you need to do something about it if you want to get to that point. But also, there's a lot of surrendering that's part of the journey too. Like, you have to surrender to the fact that you only have so much control, and you can control what you can control. But if you don't leave it to God, I feel like that's also what can put you in your misery, because I think that's a part that everyone tends to forget, and people forget to remind you as well that you can work hard, you can do all of these things, but when is going to happen, it all comes down to faith. Everyone has those journeys and the time where, like, it was just that last, or that one extra episode that they published, or that one extra YouTube video, or that, whatever it is that they did, and it just took them somewhere. But there's no exact system as to when exactly it works. It's not like everybody's 100th video or 100 time going to the gym or something, that's exactly when it got their changes. You know, everyone has their own story. And yes, you have to make the effort. Yes, you need to do something about it. But when that change is going to come, ultimately, we don't really have that control. And I think it's something that we do need to remember, because also there's people who don't want things in their life that they get. Like, there's a level of success, whatever that means to you, but you know, the typical kind of, oh, I got money, this, that. There's a lot of people who didn't want that. Not as in like, I don't want it for myself, but that wasn't their goal. It wasn't something that they were striving for. And it's something that they've got. And it's just a reminder that ultimately, yes, it all comes down to what is in God's plan for us. And having that faith and trust in that, okay, it's going to come at the right time. And I am where I am right now for a reason. I feel like that helps and that gives comfort. Because it is difficult, it is hard, and you do want to have that level of control. You do want to have that change, but guys, like, what can we actually do? Like, what can we actually do when you're trying your best, when you're giving your all? But I understand it is so frustrating, and sometimes it's just like, like, bro, like, that's the only way I can even put it. It's just so annoying. And I do understand, like, whoever it is that's going through it, I do get it. Trust me. Like, with so many things, I honestly, sometimes it just feels like everything I do in this era of life there's a failure in everything. But not even failure like I failed, but like, you apply to how many jobs, you're not hearing back, or you are trying to get guests, not hearing back. And like, I'm not even going to go into detail of everything, but like, it just feels like consistently everything that I'm trying to do or make an effort of, I'm not seeing anything back from it. And it's like, what? And I know there's some of you guys who have that too. I know there's some people who might revise from your exams, and like, when you do your test, you feel like you didn't get anything back from it. Or, this is random, but like, let's say your hair, like, you know, you've been doing the right things for your hair, using the correct stuff, and then you feel like, but for some reason it's not growing. Just stuff like that, yeah. That just makes you think, like, that just frustrates you, and it's just like, it makes you so angry. But at the same time, one thing that keeps me going is a bit like, you haven't come this far just to come this far. You know, it's like in Ramadan when you fast and you're getting towards the end. This is more so in summer, because summer is when it's hard. Like, say, in summer, you're doing the long fast till like 9 o'clock and it's like 5 o'clock. And you're like, I'm so hungry. I need to eat something. You didn't come that far just to break your fast. You know, like, all the way till 5. You only have, 4 more hours left in comparison to that whole length of fasting time that you fasted. You only have 4 more hours left, and you're going to break it now. Like, just hold it for those 4 hours. But I guess the difference is this one is like, you actually don't know how much longer you are waiting for, right? You're just like, I just have to keep going, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep going. And I think that's what can make it difficult. But I guess it's taking it one day at a time too. Sometimes we easily get so far ahead of ourselves. Like, you're looking, sorry guys, it's my cat. I haven't seen her in so long. Anyway, but yeah, sometimes, oh my gosh, she looks pregnant again. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. Anyway, so sometimes we're thinking so far ahead, and like, we fail to focus on what is in front of us right now. For example, let me use this podcast as an example. One person will tell me, oh, whoopsie daisies. Anyway, one person will tell me, yes, Fatima, I would love to come on your podcast. You can be a guest. And I'm like, okay, great. But 4 other people have not responded to me. I get frustrated. I'm like, how am I going to do this season? 4 people haven't responded to me. And I get so agitated and annoyed. But then one person said yes. So how about I plan this person's episode, sort out that, and then I can think about the next 4 people. But instead, you sit here and start like spiraling about things that are like further down the line instead of focusing on what it is in front of us. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people, especially for those who are on that journey of like growth or wanting to change your life and wanting to make that change, it can be so easy to just to ignore what it is in front of you or ignore the next step. You know, it's like you're looking at the top of the stairs and you haven't even took the first step. You know, one step, the closer you get to your destination or to the end. Like, you just gotta move and focus what's in front of you. I remember when I used to do night training athletics, my coach used to say, like, when I would not want to run or not want to do it, or like, he would always say, like, Fatima, the more you move, the closer you get to the end. So it's like, instead of thinking about, oh, it's all the way over there, I have to run all the way over there, or I have to jump, skip, hop, whatever, all the way to the end, which is like, 100 meters away, or however many meters away, but you've not moved. But that time that you spent thinking about it, if you moved, it won't be that many meters away. It will actually be a lot closer. And I think that's something that we do a lot. And I guess, yeah, I feel like that's something that makes it easier, just focusing on things one day at a time, or like focusing on the things that are right in front of you rather than spiraling and trying to control everything else. And there's only so much control over things, like I said, and anything can happen at any point. And they always say enjoy the journey, so let's just enjoy it. Honestly, let's just enjoy it. But yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but sometimes I do get tired. I do. I'm just like, I what am I doing? Why is it everything that I touch feels like a mess right now? But it's all part of the story, innit? And one day, inshallah, we'll get there. So yeah, for any of the girls going through that, I want you to know that you are not alone. I'm sure there's many other girls who are going through that. And I wanted to share it as someone who's going through it right now. I feel like a lot of people share it in hindsight. And yeah, I'm not really here to say do this, do that, but reflecting on it and feeling it and just being in the raw and in the now, I just want to like connect with you guys and say, well, let's just do our best, innit? And inshallah, it all goes well. Anyway, guys, that was a really short episode. Just wanted to share that with you. And I will see you in the next episode, hopefully with our next guest. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support and for all the listeners. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.